It's Killing It with Greeze, and I've got the same shirt on as the last episode because I want to keep on going. This episode, what are we killing? Another Buffalo Trace product because I like Buffalo Trace. This is Blanton's Straight from the Barrel. Recently made legal to purchase within the United States. It ain't shipped across overseas no more, y'all. We got it here. Let's do this. All right, y'all know Blanton's. Dadgum. It's everywhere. People talk about it. People hate it. People love it. People overpay for it. People give it away as gifts. It's pretty polarizing. It ain't polarizing to me. It's just this just is going into my body, into my bloodstream, and delivering a whole lot of satisfaction to my core, to my soul. Warehouse H is actually where you go and pick all of your single barrels at Buffalo Trace Distillery. Now, Warehouse H. That's where they house all the Blantons at. So all you people that love Blantons, if you're going to saunter on over to Buffalo Trace and take a sip out of a barrel, you're going to want to do that in H. And all the other ones. I've been in all the other ones. There's a daggum cool crow's nest up at the top of the hill. They've added like 5 huge rick houses up there that are, they're metal. Like they're ready for anything up there. I don't think you can mess with those things too much, but they got one of those crow's nests up there, and you can go up there and look over the distillery and everything. I got a real sweet picture of me and Will kind of cuddling up there. Well, actually, that was actually on the porch of don't worry about that. That's fine. That was on that porch. They got a new cottage up there. I don't know if y'all have heard about that. They got a new cottage up there that you can stay in. And it's real manly. The fun story about this, here's the memories of this barrel. I've actually not had this straight much at all. Maybe 2 sips. Maybe. And no one else has shared this straight from the barrel or straight from the bottle as well. I actually used this for one of my very first blends that I went in dark on. I did equal parts this Stag Jr. and E.H. Taylor barrel proof. I believe it was the 128 proof E.H. Taylor barrel proof. And I called that old Greasy Batch 1. That was my blend. I took it to a barn night episode for the podcast, and it won. I won. So ever since then, if you saunter on over to my Instagram or my Facebook, you're going to see Master Blender on there because that's exactly what I am. I have smelled Dixon Deadman's hair, and I have learned his ways. I don't run as much as he does, though. He runs a lot. He runs. I can't. I can run. Anyway, I haven't had this much straight at all. I've used it as a blend. It's 130.3 proof. This bad boy was dumped in March of 2018 on the 22nd to be exact. Barrel number 27, Warehouse H. Cheers. Let's kill it. All right, buckle up. Okay, this is like when, your PE coach sits y'all down in health class and says, okay, here's how it's going to go down. Here's how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. This drinks like it's, not 130.3 proof. I guarantee you can tackle this bottle. I don't know how you found another bottle. This thing was daggum dumped in 2018. That was back in the day when everything was fine, if you know what I'm talking about. I've had other Blanton straight from the barrels. I have liked those single barrels better. I want to say that when I blended this, I was mainly kind of using it for the front palate flavor and then the proof as well, even though that's funny for me to say because it was Stag Jr. and freaking E.H. Taylor barrel proof. This just had a really awesome front palate. It was a lighter fruit taste on the palate. It's a little more bright, which I actually liked that to kind of break through on the other two pours of the Stag Junior and the H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Because those were, not light. Those were more heavy. Those were more, not savory, but more kind of like deeper sweetness. Now, the thing with single barrels is you're going to get a ton of variance across the board with these things. So you could have this barrel sitting here, another Blanton's straight from the barrel sitting right next to it, and you are going to get completely different ball games across the board. And that's just the thing. That's what makes these things fun. That's what makes all single barrel picks of just normal offerings like Knob Creek and Russell's picks and Four Roses picks. Like, the reason people gravitate towards those is because some people can get a really unique profile, and it's a lot of fun. This one just had a brighter palette to me. I loved that characteristic. I used it in the blend that way. Everybody laughs at me for using equal parts. There's blenders out there that, get a little nuts, as far as just the science behind it and the chemistry and all that stuff. I was just like, I like that one. I like that one. And then I like this one. And then I put it together. And I felt like the character of those bottles were going to be good together. I melded them into the blend and let them sit there for a couple of hours. And then I took it to barn night. Typically, when you make a blend, you do want to, leave it blended for a couple of days, kind of let it marry together a little bit. Mine was real quick. I just kind of did a little shake, but I won. I'm not going to complain at all. But if you are blending at home, I highly suggest that you kind of let that blend sit over multiple days just to kind of rest and develop a little bit more. I've been fortunate enough to be able to share a lot of Greasy Batch 1 because you're using 3 bottles, melding them together. So you're not just dealing with a pint. You got a crap ton. And by a crap ton, I mean possibility of 3 bottles worth. That's math. All right, I love you. We killed it. And we're going to kill another one. I might do another episode right now. I'm feeling it, and I love this shirt. This shit, I'd smoke that. I killed that. Bye. Oh, by the way, make sure y'all subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Tell me how you like it. Or don't. If you don't like it, don't tell me. I don't take criticism well. My mom criticized me one time.